Okay, so it's worth mentioning that NECA has made a ton of Pennywise figures. Just for the first film, they made him 3 times in kind of the same fashion, but with different appearances. So this is the ultimate Pennywise. It's kind of just his standard definitive look. But there's also the dancing clown Pennywise, which has different parts, and the well house Pennywise, which has different interchangeable parts as well. So that's just for, the character in the first movie. There's also like the cloth version of this figure. There's the 1/4 scale version. They've done other kind of, stuff like the Toonie Terrors Pennywise, which I love. And now they're starting to do the It Chapter 2 Pennywise figures. There's already an ultimate Pennywise for It Chapter 2. And I think there might be something else already announced, I don't recall. But this is the one that I have now. I actually used to have the Dancing Clown one, but I wanted the kind of standard, just iconic representation of the monster from that first movie. So that's what this is. And you see right away, of course, it comes in the NECA, deluxe collector's box, which is nice. It's much nicer than just like the bubble wrap kind of thing or bubble packages that they used to come in. So right away, it's got a nice presentation. Open it up. There he is. Looks awesome. It's a very nice package when you see it on the shelf or something like that. It just looks nice. He's framed in there well. It's all good. So let's go ahead and try to open this up without damaging the package too much, since the package is so nice. Has a backdrop on it. There he is. So it's got the 3 interchangeable heads on this one, and they're all pretty standard. I mean, you got the gruesome, screamy one, but it's still just him. Then you got the kind of pouty looking one, and then just his, iconic kind of smile, the standard one. This is part of why I like this one. The other ones kind of come with like different heads, that he, like actual different heads that he uses in the movie, some of the different like visions and monsters that appear. This one just has the 3 Pennywise expressions, which is part of why I want it. Of course, has the red balloon, standard, comes with pretty much every Pennywise figure now, but you have to have it. And I also like this guy because he does come with the SS Georgie, the paper boat, which I think the Toonie Terrors does come with, but the other ones don't, like the Well House and the Dancing Clown. I don't think they have the boat, which is of course so iconic. And then he has a pair of interchangeable hands for holding the balloon. You can see it's got like the pinch for the balloon. So he is, kind of more standard. He doesn't have all of the big outstanding parts of like the Dancing Clown with like, the big, crab arm things, spider arm things, whatever. And like, but it's just everything that you want in a Pennywise figure. He's pretty straightforward, the iconic representation of the character. All right, so we'll take a closer look at him here. Got him out of the package. So you can see the paint is very nice. He's got great detail. It's actually, I think, one of the better NECAs that I own. They're usually pretty consistent, but he's just very next level, I think. He looks great. Everything about him is exactly like the movie, which is, of course, kind of what they are usually going for. They don't go, I mean, there's the Toonie Terrors that interpret things more, but this is just the straight representation, and it's pretty spot on, and he looks really good. I'm not going to get all the little pieces out, but, there's the same level of detail on the paint, on the other faces, of course, so those look good. And the package has, one of the nice backdrops that they tend to come with. There's also like accessory sets, so I mean, they really went all in. Obviously, it was a very successful movie, so that paid off, but like they have so much extra stuff you can get for these figures. But this is the standard one, and he pulls it off. It's everything you could want in it. I think he's great. He has, the kind of standard NECA articulation. He moves his arms. It's not super articulated, of course, like some lines, but, there's enough to pose him and do some different things with him. So I think his hands even kind of move. You can kind of at least position them around. And of course, like I said, there's the interchangeable hands. So for, the price, always NECA, is one of the best deals. I own some other high-end, expensive, super articulated lines that aren't even, honestly, as consistent as NECA. So I will, word of caution, if you are not familiar and you're thinking about buying this, is there are a lot of counterfeit NECAs on the internet, especially like on eBay and stuff. It's one of the worst brands for that. I don't know why. I've actually got a few that I'm questionable about. So, always buy from a reputable dealer. I got this guy from Big Bad Toy Store, not sponsored or anything, but they had a good deal on him, and Target usually has them as well. So just be careful when you're getting them. It's usually worth going the extra mile to make sure you're buying from a trusted source when you're buying these figures. But for the price and for all the different, variety they have so many iconic, great figures This guy fits right in, and he is awesome.